Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man.
It's now an official Friday between not just Floyd and Tank, but between Floyd's camp and Tank's camp.
Do is come forward. You know what I'm saying? This chick is like, just come forward all the time.
All of us together would be better work.
It began with Gervonta Davis's coach disrespecting Floyd on a live session, and expectedly Floyd fired back as well.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one.
But at the end of the day, the man is chasing greatness.
Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis have been at loggerheads for about 3 months now. While Mayweather strongly believes the feud is as a result of a misconception from Gervonta Davis, nothing has changed ever since. It was a twist that saw a thriving relationship become sour. In 2015, Davis officially joined Mayweather Promotions, the promotional company founded by Mayweather himself. Mayweather and Davis worked closely together, with Mayweather aiming to mold Davis into a superstar. Their relationship was a very strong one, and they shared a mentor-protege bond. However, in April, a few days after the big fight between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, Mayweather went on a rant targeting an unnamed group of boxers.
I made so many sacrifices. Y'all looking at the end result.
He called them out for not taking the craft seriously and instead focusing on their appearance in the ring. Pretty boy Floyd then used his career as a point of comparison. The athlete argued that they're only looking at the finished product of who he is as inspiration, not the work he put in to get there.
Y'all not looking at this shit where y'all go look at the interview and Zab gonna tell y'all.
A lot of times what these fighters are looking at, they're looking at Floyd with the cars, they're looking at Floyd being flashy. Mayweather expressed, "Man, listen, I made so many sacrifices. You all are looking at the end results. And when I was champion having hundreds of millions in the bank, I still was on my grind in that gym. Y'all are worried about your outfits, how your boots look, worried about the wrong things. A lot of you fighters are living check to check."
With me being champion, with me already having...
Later on, Floyd was asked about the intention behind this video, and then he replied, talking about Gervonta Davis first.
Gervonta is ungrateful when it comes to you.
Well, my thing is,
I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take Tank to that next level. And I've always been there for him.
I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion.
Over the years, I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. But over the years, he's constantly going on the internet to take a shot at Floyd, constantly being disrespectful, when all I've ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive.
He then referenced the famous video in which Gervonta Davis accused him of sending an attack. He denied Gervonta Davis's claims and explained his intentions, saying,
"Always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great."
A lot of times they like to compare certain fighters, and then I say certain things and they say, "Oh, he's hating." There's no difference from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta.
I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this.
For instance, when I said that I need all the young fighters making money in the sport of boxing, and what I need you guys to do is do this. Whether it's Cromart, Lewis, Mercedes, Gucci, we need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live the same great life when our careers are over. So I guess he took that as he's the only one that wears Cromart, he's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton, he's the only one that wears Mercedes.
We need to take our money and invest in real estate.
Last time I checked, we've got fighters all over the world that wear top flight clothes, that make good money. Even the fighters that don't make good money find a way to fly jets and fly whips.
So that we can live that same great life when our careers are over.
Davis, however, took his words as subliminals, aimed at him, and responded. Gervonta went to Instagram to rip into his former mentor. He asserted that Mayweather shouldn't be worried about him and should be focused on escaping an alleged hostage situation in Dubai. He reposted Floyd's rant and began his brief attack. Guy says all this nonsense, but he's in Dubai and can't leave because he's been taking guys' money and not doing what they paid him to do. The guy's a freaking hater, Davis typed in response. Floyd then shot back on Friday, April 26th, the very next day after his initial. The acclaimed boxer posted a video of Gervonta Davis where he was dancing zesty, alleging that the boxer had a little sugar in his tank. He posted with the caption, "We always knew he had sugar in his tank." The videos found Gervonta dancing on TikTok and Instagram to Lil Uzi Vert's "I Just Wanna Rock" and Drake's "Thank Me Now." The former world champion, Floyd Mayweather, then released another social media missile when he posted a video in which World Boxing Council lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson challenged World Boxing Association champion Gervonta Davis to a fight.
Say, man, look, man, your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd.
Shakur Stevenson appeared on Mayweather's IG story to call out Tank. On the subsequent Instagram story, Mayweather posted a video of Shakur Stevenson imploring Davis to fight him. Your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that wants to fight you. Gervonta Tank Davis, let's make the fight happen. I'm tired of tweeting, I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen.
It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you.
The situation, however, escalated on the next evening when Davis issued a threat to physically confront his former mentor, indicating a desire to knock Mayweather out upon their next encounter. Things actually took a turn for the worse after Davis threatened to knock out his former mentor. "Now I go around and knock Floyd out when I see him and I'll care about going back to jail," Davis wrote on X in reference to the 90-day jail sentence he received after violating the terms of his home detention for a hit-and-run crash in November 2020. He's such a fool, he doesn't allow his security to carry guns. And this was where Calvin Ford came in, as he indirectly three shades at Floyd Mayweather after he again escalated the back and forth between him and Gervonta Davis. Following Gervonta Davis's win against Frank Martin, the former lightweight champion uploaded a video of a training session between Davis and Devin Haney to his Instagram account. The video lasts 18 minutes, and in it, you can see the boxers exchanging blows with protective equipment, while Mayweather clearly coaches Haney. The video does not have much that is extraordinary. What has caused suspicion in the boxing environment is the moment that Mayweather chose to release it. On June 15th, Tank scored another victory, beating Frank Martin by a resounding knockout in the 8th round. The fight marked the debut of streaming giant Amazon Prime in boxing shows. The win solidifies Davis's position as one of the pound-for-pound best of the moment, granting him leverage in negotiations for a rematch with Ryan Garcia or a fight against Vasily Lomachenko. Some think that the video was a petty attempt by Mayweather to tarnish Davis's victory somehow. Although if that had been the end, the boxer turned promoter made a mistake, as in the footage, you can see an out-of-shape Tank holding up without a problem against a Haney who was in fighting shape. Others think that it was a way to cause excitement due to the recent arrival of Richard Schaefer to Mayweather Promotions. Also, the release of the footage is a big boost to the profile of Haney, who is coming off the first loss of his career and a loss that stings a bit worse as it came from combat sports' biggest troll, Ryan Garcia. For Haney to go about 20 minutes with Gervonta Davis and not only hold his own, but to be the hammer in the session lifts his stock at least a notch or two. Another interesting angle to this situation is that Mayweather and Bill Haney, Devin's father, didn't seem so cordial following his son's loss. The two were on a podcast together, and the tension was felt. So, for Mayweather to post this video that helps the Haney family, it shows just how much disdain he must have for Davis. Following the release of the footage, Calvin Ford was forced to discuss the conflict between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis while he graced a virtual interview with Fight Hub TV, claiming Floyd Mayweather should be happy to sail with Gervonta Davis as he cruised to his 30th career victory in 30 fights. Sadly, it's the other way around. He began, "I want to talk about the Floyd situation. Like I say, tank is tank. But at the end of the day, you know the man is chasing greatness. You should be supporting greatness. I always tell you that you should be supporting that."
At the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know.
He also claimed it was this kind of situation that revealed the true color of people, and this was the case with Floyd Mayweather. He said, "It's a rocky road where we see what's going on, just pay attention. The story is going to reveal itself." But again, that's how a lot of people are. Somebody said that's the true colors of a person coming out, man. They can't stand, comfortably. I don't like using that word, man, but our Lord knows. He knows, he concluded.
Somebody said, they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. 'Cause they can't stand it, calm is a...
As diplomatic as Calvin Ford sounded, his words did much damage to Floyd Mayweather, who wasn't having any more disrespect from Gervonta Tank Davis and his team. Floyd Mayweather then hastily questioned Calvin Ford's disrespect.
I don't like using that word calm, but our Lord knows. He knows.
"You are so bitter, Calvin. You're good for nothing but betrayal," Floyd Mayweather said, referring not only to Calvin Ford, but other boxing professionals and supporters who have trolled him for posting the full sparring video of Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis at a very crucial moment. "How many of y'all will see someone you raised betray you and you won't do worse? Even his trainer knows, but I'm not surprised. People say things once they get blinded. It's good to be blinded, but they should get a 50-0 before they talk," Floyd concluded. Also, Calvin Ford further spoke on the highly anticipated feud that has consumed the boxing world of late, that of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis, two widely acclaimed boxers, both of whom have legacies tied to the city of Baltimore.
I'm trying to do, just stay with us, man.
Always steadfast is Calvin Ford, the confidant boxing trainer and father figure to Davis. Recently, Ford offered his reaction to the ongoing feud and Davis's victory over Frank Martin. "We're doing what we have to do. All I can say to everyone is to sit and watch how this all unfolds," were the composed words of Ford upon being asked about the Mayweather-Davis feud. Keeping his cool amidst swirling rumors, he efficiently sets his focus on the future of his prized fighter, Davis.
Our circle, and we don't have a big circle. We don't have a big circle, man.
In a sport as intense as professional boxing, the fighters often rely heavily on their trainers for guidance. Ford, in the case of Davis, has always played that role, skillfully shaping Davis into the unstoppable force he is in the ring. His guidance has been a vital part of Davis's rise to boxing stardom. That relationship was clearly evident in the recent win over Frank Martin. Davis displayed a Herculean performance that was appreciated by boxing fans worldwide. According to Calvin Ford, Davis's win was a testament to their bond and Davis's dedication to become a better boxer. The nuanced understanding between them is what draws the world's attention to their partnership. "We work tirelessly, respecting each other's space, and the results have been favorable. He's always been a hard-working kid. That's what he brings to the table," Ford explains.
But again, man, we do the best that we can to accommodate Tank, man. Accommodate him, man. But because Tank, boy, woo.
Not only did Davis's victory over Martin showcase the power and skill of the young boxer, but it also highlighted Ford's ability to train an athlete to monster-like boxing prowess. Ford's polished teaching methods and commitment to Davis's success have landed them multiple wins. Despite the Mayweather-Davis feud becoming a hot topic in the boxing world, Ford keeps his focus on Davis's journey, which is becoming quite legendary.
He's going to be all right, man. Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation,
mentioning without a doubt, the goal is to make him one of the best to ever do it. Ford strengthens his positivity and firm belief in his protege's future. Despite Mayweather's unbeaten record and impactful boxing career, Davis's accomplishments are impressive in their own right. Under Ford's strong guidance and mentorship, Davis's impressive boxing records demonstrate a promising future. The feud between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis has become a whirlwind of chatter in boxing circles, with passionate fans eagerly waiting for more developments. Even in the midst of such a trending topic, the bond between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis, evident in their professional partnership, continues to stand solid.
You know, the man is chasing greatness.
Ford's sole focus remains on Davis becoming the best. His calm reaction to the feud and his unwavering support for Davis communicates volumes about their relationship. He asserts, "All the noise is inconsequential when compared to our ultimate goal." The boxing world waits with bated breath as this feud unravels, all eyes on Davis. With Ford's steady guidance, unshakable belief, and a well-delivered performance against Frank Martin, Davis's future in the boxing ring seems to be more radiant than ever. As Ford would say, just sit and watch it all unfold. In the saga of Davis and Mayweather, it is evident that Ford and Davis are an unbreakable team, more than prepared to fight whatever battle lies in their path to boxing greatness.
It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself. You know, but again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man.
Funnily, when Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis first had their rift in 2022, Calvin Ford had made his comments, though his comments weren't as brutal as this. For Calvin Ford, the social media grumblings from Gervonta Tank Davis at the time were just signs of growing pains, nothing more. In 2022, Ford, the longtime trainer of the hard-hitting Baltimore native, had brushed aside concerns that his mentee could be on the outs with his promoter, Floyd Mayweather Jr. After tweets Davis published, now deleted, seemed to take aim at his famed handler. In his tweets, Davis, 27, indicated that his fight against promotional stablemate Rolando Romero, 26, was heavily pushed for by Mayweather & Co. because the fight is Davis's last on his contract with the company.
He said he was to Brian Custer that, this is his last fight.
Everybody missing, he's leaving.
In a news conference at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn to promote the lightweight bout between Davis and Romero, Davis and Leonard Ellerby, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, refused to take questions regarding the conflict. Mayweather was not present because he had his own presser to attend for an exhibition fight to take place in May in Dubai. That prompted Davis to fire off another tweet in which he labeled Mayweather as being jealous. Ford, who was present at the presser, offered his thoughts on the subject, saying that given all that Davis has accomplished under Mayweather's guidance, he did not think this charge would be leaving his core team anytime soon. Davis has emerged in recent years as a pay-per-view headliner with legitimate crossover appeal. It's about good business, Ford told a news source.
It's business.
Right, for sure.
If it's good business, we're going to do what? Business.
For sure.
We're not leaving each other. It's just not on contract.
Okay. So you're still going to do business with
Yeah,
Mayweather?
got you.
The people in our circle who bring the business to the table, that's where the decisions are made. They gonna always do business together because they're all in the same circle. The same circle is a reference to Al Heyman, the influential manager and creator of Premier Boxing Champions, the outfit under which Davis fights, and person presumed to be in charge of handling the most consequential levers in Davis's career. Heyman managed Mayweather when he was still active as a fighter. So long as Davis and Heyman were on the same page, Ford suggested, the quibbles with Mayweather should be seen as incidental, not existential in nature. Al is like dad to Floyd, Floyd said, giving an analogy. Now Heyman is doing the same thing for Davis, Ford said. I look at that situation, Al is like the dad and Floyd is like Roger to Tank. You get it? You're gonna see the differences. At the same time, it's about good business. At the end of the day, look at what they've done together. They're the best in boxing, Ford said. As Davis continues to broaden his star appeal, it is only natural that he will become more curious about the business side of the sport, even if it means butting heads at times with his closest associates, adding that Mayweather himself had gone through similar travails when he was a professional.
Right.
You have to do business. They brothers.
Right.
They brothers, and you got to remember, they the best in boxing. You got Al and Floyd. Come on.
But it's just good. How excited for you for him to have that flexibility?
Davis just wants to be able to have his say and learn how Floyd learned, Ford said. It's time for him to really understand what he's doing other than just fighting. If you look at how Floyd did his career, you gotta remember that young men grew up looking up to Floyd, so they don't want the same thing he wants. Tank is just going through the same transitions that Floyd went through. Nothing different. Floyd said in his interviews that he respected talent, not the money. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out!